Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the TV6 Digital Desk live stream. My name is Molly Birch, and I'll be taking you through a recap of today's headlines. This stream runs every night starting at 8/7 Central Time. You can find us streaming on both Facebook or YouTube, whichever platform you'd prefer. Feel free to comment or ask any questions you have in the chat as you feel like it. I'll do my best to keep an eye on those comment sections and answer your questions as we go and after the stream as well. With all of that business out of the way, let's take a look at our first story for tonight. We start with a developing story in Houghton County. The man police suspected of running over an 80-year-old Hancock man has just been found dead. This came just after the Hancock Police Department said it identified the suspect earlier today. On Sunday, police responded to 3 incidents of property destruction that appeared to target supporters of Donald Trump and law enforcement. Police say a suspect on an ATV ran over the Hancock man while he was setting up a Trump sign in his yard. Today, Hancock police say the suspect was found dead in his Quincy Township home. Police say the cause appeared to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Deputies searched the home and found the ATV used in Sunday's incident. The investigation is ongoing, and meanwhile, the 80-year-old Hancock man remains at UP Health System Portage in critical condition. And a UP representative attended a field hearing at Lansing City Hall today to voice the specific infrastructure needs of rural areas. U.S. Senator Gary Peters convened the hearing titled Examining the Impact of the Bipartisan Infrastructure Law on Transportation Infrastructure. The bill was created to improve roads, bridges, and airports. Invest UP CEO Marty Fatante says the act addressed some unique needs of the UP, but says there is much about the infrastructure that needs to be improved.
Air service is a critical need that is really challenged regionally, and it's our local roads that are really our challenge. And so what can we do to make that investment in our local roads to really kind of match what you see as you come into our communities?
Right. Thank you.
Fatante says these are not only transportation issues, but also economic development issues.
First, good planning lead.
And the Lac-Vieux Desert Band of Superior Chippewa Indians and the USDA Forest Service are starting a new food project in Watersmeet. The goal is to preserve environmental culture and offer career opportunities to tribal members. The J.W. Toomey Nursery will dedicate space to plants of tribal significance. The Tribal Historic Preservation Officer Director says natural resources are cultural resources.
That will help us combat the current issues with climate change and this ever-changing earth that we have so that we can maintain our way of life.
The project's team includes an ethnobotanist who will interview elders for their environmental knowledge. An indigenous youth crew will also work to build a relationship with the plants. The director hopes to support other tribes who rely on the nursery for food. And happening now, Houghton County's Parade of Nations is looking for more people to get involved. The event still needs roughly 50 volunteers. You would walk in the parade carrying banners, pass out and pick up flags, and help at the Multicultural Festival downtown. Floats for the parade are also wanted. This year's theme is Holidays Around the World. The event's coordinator says student organizations that make a float and participate will receive a $100 gift for participating. But that's not the only thing they're looking for.
We're looking for food vendors. We already have Sky Sushi and Border Grill that confirm that they're coming, but we would like other local restaurants to also come and join Parade of Nations at the Multicultural Festival.
To sign up for a float as a vendor or as a volunteer, go to uppermichigansource.com or the TV6 and Fox UP mobile news app. And 2 women who share a special connection celebrated their 100th birthday together. On Saturday, a birthday party was held for both women in Wisconsin. Both served an important role during World War II and shared some of their stories with us. TV6's Tristan Kendrick attended the celebration and tells us the role these women played in history.
We love you!
It's not often a person makes it to age 100. Evelyn Patterson and Marjorie Knudsen, however, celebrated the milestone with a party in Niagara this weekend. The women share more than age. Both worked as welders during World War II. They say their welding careers began after graduating high school in 1943 and enrolling in a vocational school in Marinette.
And it was under the NYA program, National Youth Association, and we stayed in dormitories for a while until we learned to weld.
Patterson says they welded things like airplane cockpit simulators, gliders, and Navy ammunition boxes until the war ended. She says during this time, many women worked as welders and in factories while men fought overseas. Knudsen says she recalls the vocational dorms being very...
On a dresser, you can only have one article.
Yeah.
And you got to be in the house by
Yeah.
9 o'clock. That's what I remember
Yeah.
of that.
Patterson says she discovered a natural talent for welding, something her teacher recognized in her.
It was perfect the first time. I had some bad ones after, but he said to me, "You are a born welder." And I loved to weld. I really did.
Multiple generations of family members were at the party to celebrate the two women. And they agree they've left a lasting impression.
So my great-grandma, I'm actually named after her. Her middle name is Emma. So that's something special.
Well, I'm her daughter. She is auntie to hundreds of people, and she's amazing. She helps us cut firewood. She rides her bike. And I don't know what's in the water up here in Niagara, but I think something good.
Both women say another secret to getting to 100 is having great friends and spending lots of time with your family. Tristan Kendrick, TV6 News, Niagara.
Thank you, Tristan. This weekend, the Outback Art Fair is returning to Marquette for its 30th year. About 100 artists will pack picnic rocks to show and sell their work. There will be a host of mediums at the show, like paintings, jewelry, and woodworking pieces. Participants will also see food trucks and live music at the art fair. Organizers say artists' work reach many new people at this show.
It gives them a good portion of their earnings for the year. It really does. It's so well attended, and so many people start their Christmas shopping. So there's a lot of boost to their economies and the local economy.
The Outback Art Fair will be this Saturday and Sunday from 10 in the morning until 6 in the evening. And another art fair is also coming to Marquette this weekend. The 64th annual Art on the Rocks Fine Art Show will be taking over Lower Harbor Park on Saturday and Sunday. There'll be over 120 artists at the juried show to display and sell their work. You'll see mediums of all types at the show, including painting, carpentry, and jewelry. Organizers say this show is one of a kind.
We're talking almost 70 years of history now for just the show itself, and it's just, there's nothing like it. It just screams Marquette summer. It's a great, combination of community and just artistic energy and just summer weather and just kind of basking in what it means to be in Marquette in the summer.
Art on the Rocks will be this Saturday from 10 in the morning until 6 in the evening, and Sunday from 10 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon at Matson Lower Harbor Park in Marquette. And that's all the stories we have for you tonight. I'll see you again tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. But first, you can find TV6's Mandy Koskela and Michael Sobek streaming from the TV6 Facebook page every weekday morning at 8:45 Eastern Time. They'll be recapping top headlines from the morning on their show, Beyond Your Morning News. Until next time, I'm Molly Birch, and thanks again for joining me live at the TV6 Digital Desk. Have a great rest of your night.